Focus on the green line of autumn. Okay, anyway. Whew. Someone is out of practice. Let me. Whew. Putting on a headscarf should not be that difficult. I am out of practice. Someone else is out of practice with putting on garb of any sort, be it traditional garb of your culture, religion, whatever. You're out of practice with it. How do I know? Took way too long to put this hijab on. Way too long. Okay. Let's relax and finish. Beautiful. Let's do this. I'm chilling. You're chilling. You're chilling. I'm chilling. You want a reading? Yeah, I thought you would. I thought you would. Go ahead and pop a squat while I sweep away all these old, stale energies that aren't good, not necessarily bad, just in the way. And I welcome you to the tent. The tent is a place for people who enjoy hanging out in the betwixt and the between and looking beyond the veil and asking serious and silly questions. You know, life is serious enough, so we try to have a little bit of fun here. So I've gone ahead, I've emptied this space for us, and now I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for some channels. Ooh, yeah, we're diving into this. Happy Monkey Message Monday, everybody. Monkey Message Monday is just gonna be difficult. We'll do some ASMR shouts. Happy Monday. Happy Monkey Message Monday. I'm chillin', you're chillin'. You're chillin', I'm chillin'. You want a reading? Yeah, I thought you would. Yeah, I thought you would. Let me go ahead and sweep away all these old energies that aren't necessarily good and not necessarily bad, just kind of in the way. You go ahead and grab a seat And now that I've gotten this space all clear and it's being filled with yummy incense, I'm gonna go ahead and open up this space for channels. I was about to say I'm gonna go ahead and open up a portal for channels. Maybe someone channels through portals. Maybe someone has just used a portal. Teaching portal, Canva. Turn in that assignment. Open your Canva, check out those assignments. I know, it's not October. Why am I asking you to participate in a potential jump scare? Check your Canva. Check your Canva. If your teacher gave you 2 months for an assignment, there's a reason. There's a reason. At least open it. Also, your teachers can tell when you open Canva. So that might be helpful to someone. And it might not just be Canva. It could be Slack. It could be work things. Please open and look at them. Even if you don't respond, just give it a little peek. That came through. Ooh. Portals are important for this group. Okay, well, let me come back, because that was just a stray one. I don't think that's gonna have anything to do with the overall message. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up this space for channels. Then I'm gonna connect me to this space. I'm gonna connect the mirror that I'm scrying with to this space. And then I'm gonna connect you to this space. And don't worry about tethers and stuff like that. I make sure to disconnect us at the end of all these, because I'm not down for all those attachments. Anyway, put that down. Happy Monkey Message Monday. I was about to say Monkey Message Friday. Maybe you're watching this on a Friday. Maybe there's going to be a monkey message that comes out on Friday. Regardless. Anyway, forced. While I collect and gather myself, we're going to go ahead and jump to future me, who's going to make y'all sigil. And we're going to be right back. So, future me, take it away. Sup? Oracle from the future here. Can I 0.5 this? Perfect. It's Oracle from the future here. I gotta make this taller. I didn't remember to do your sigil. Let me just put that at 1. Oh god. Okay. 1 stack of tarot cards. 2 stack of tarot cards. I could just go to my desk and this would be fine, but no. I'm already popped a squat. I'm in the middle of editing. So maybe you're gonna be in the middle of something when you're watching this. Or you're gonna realize, oh no, there's a task that I need to do in order to finish this final project. You got graders coming. So let's go ahead. Let me take a breath in. And then go. Okay. Awesome. So you all know the drill. Let's back up. Okay guys, so this is your sigil. Let me see if bringing her closer to you does anything. No? Okay. So go ahead, look at her, take it in. Remember, I auto draw these, so every line, curve, dot, I do or do not make. There's no rhyme nor reason to it, at least as far as I am aware. We can sit and ponder on this together, if you would like. However, I got no clue what this is. So yeah, that's your sigil. I'm so sorry, guys. I did this late. I'm usually way better at this, I promise. If this is your first time with me and this is your first sigil with me, that's chill. Because, you know, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, no matter how it happened, no matter how this went down, if this is your reading, sorry, at the end of the day, no matter what, no matter how this went down, if this is your sigil, then this is your reading, my guy. And I'm gonna go ahead and toss it back to past me because they had it way more together than I did. Let me just... That's gonna be fun for them when they get back. Oh, welcome back. I hope future me did you well, and I know that sigil was probably thebomb.com. There's some millennials out there. I feel you, because who else be saying thebomb.com? So, Monkey Message Monday, the Great Sage comes forth with a message for you all. These two cards have fallen out, and I've chosen to accept them. Chosen, I've made my choice to accept them. Maybe someone's making choices to accept things, and that's important. Ooh, Ten of Swords. I made my choice. I made my choice. Because right here, we have the Sun, and we have Six of Cups. There's a great joy, a great illumination of reverting. Something about reverting. Anyway, let me get to your pre-downloads before we actually... Yeah, we're gonna restart. I'm gonna give you your pre-downloads and then we're gonna take this. Sun Wukong, you got this. So, your pre-downloads that I've got written out for you are... So, Just Dance by Lady Gaga was a song that kept popping up. Quite interesting. Applause also, but like on a more minor note. Birch trees are perhaps important, or just trees with white trunks, or trees with a very distinct striations, patterns, like very specific bark. Like you could look at it, or like a tree that you can easily identify. Like it sticks out. Moths are also coming to mind. Evolution, natural selection, fitness, that is coming up. Industrialization, maybe someone here is from the British Isles, or maybe someone's just from that little conglomerate of islands up there. Maybe you yourself are from Britain. Let's see. You can't rush your healing, just flow through it is a message that came through. And then literally a song that was just popped up on my actually, let me make sure this isn't an AI artist before I give y'all this recommendation. We do not support AI music around here. How long has man been making music? Okay, this man been making music since 2024. Not since 2024. This man's been making music since 2004, so we're good. So Trevor Hall, and the song is literally called, it's from the Cull album. I don't know if you can see that. It's from the Cull album. January 1st, 2015 might be an important date for someone, but the song is literally You Can't Rush Your Healing. And that was just playing. Ooh, Indigo is here. If you're here from that reading, if you're coming to this reading from the Indigo Child reading, welcome. This is your reading. But yeah, Trevor Hall, Nine of Swords, someone staying up at night. Your dreams are keeping you up at night. Not yet. So you can't rush your healing. Oh, your dreams are keeping you up at night. Oh, you can't rush your healing. You have to heal through it. The nightmares, the pain, the processing that you're going through is what's on your path to your Ten of Cups. Like you said, I'm at Nine of Swords, and you know what? Instead of going to that Ten of Swords place, I got to go to 10 anyway. I can only go up. Why do I have to go swords. Why can't I go to my cups? And you do. Okay. So guitars are significant. Maybe you play the guitar. Maybe you like the guitar. Spanish guitar. Is that Tony Braxton? Spanish guitar. Maybe you like R&B. Maybe you like, is that 90s, 2000s R&B? Don't get me if it's from the 80s actually, but doesn't have an 80s kind of vibe to it. Who's to say? Maybe you have a little trouble placing things. Maybe you yourself are timeless in a way where people have a difficulty kind of placing you decade-wise, whatever that means. Laying on the beach, waves, specifically salt water spray. Water spouts are also important. And then also oil rigs and any offshore works. If you're Scottish, maybe you're Scottish watching this. Maybe you like horror games. Maybe you like horror games if you're watching. Maybe you're Scottish and like horror games. But the ocean is significant. These are just like synchronicities. I don't think these are going to come through in the reading. But yeah, those are just a few little synchronicities. And let's see what the Monkey Man wishes for you to know. So, Six of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Ace of Pentacles. You are going to be receiving something. Actually, you are in the process of receiving, but there is a patience that needs to be had. And then it goes to this Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing you are receiving something, but you can only accept something one at a time. I'm hearing the word stagnation, but there really isn't stagnation. It's not stagnation. It's just a slowing down. It's you want to, okay, Izuku, you are like, it's either 0 or 100. I'm either a weakling or I'm breaking every bone in my body, but I'm destroying that 0-point robot type situation. If you are in the palmistry, you might have hero lines. You might enjoy characters that are similar to Izuku Midoriya. The green is popping up here. We have a chameleon for change. Yeah, you're getting change. You think you're getting spare changed, but in reality, they're attempting to not overwhelm you. The Monkey King is coming forth with the message of, hey, the suffering, the pain, what you're going through, this is processing. You've accepted things and I'm very proud of you and this is amazing. But in order to be strong, in order to get what you need to get, this pain must be gone through. This processing must be understood. And the things that you are receiving, the good things that you're receiving, the positive things that you're receiving can only be received one at a time. The same way you decided, hey, even though I don't want to be in swords anymore and I want to go to cups, I still have to go 9, 10. In this situation, he's like, oh yeah, all 6 of these pentacles are for you, but you have to have patience. You see, she's holding one. It's not a pentacle, but she's holding a yin yang balance and stuff. Someone's into alchemy. Someone likes alchemical stuff. Merlin, King Arthur. I wonder why Arthur's sword wanted to be here. It's in an amethyst. That looks like an 11. That's a muskrat tooth. Someone wanted to know what this was. It's a muskrat tooth. Very cute. But you can only hold one thing at a time. You can only process something one thing at a time is what's coming through. Okay, let's see if we can get a little more clarity here. I think it's very straightforward, very to the point. He himself, he was like, oh no, my message is going to be pretty much to the point. Ooh, Monkey King says 2 point. He's saying sit back and let this pass. Let this happen. You got the slowest moving knight, but it's also the most stable knight. So you have the Knight of Pumpkins over here, also known as Knight of Coins. You got a lot of pentacles here too. Very nice energy. Very like giving, receiving, very solid. So these are things that you are seeing, you're experiencing. I'm hearing like, never too much, never too much, never too much. Someone's a Luther Vandross fan. But sometimes the answer is yes, there is too much. There can, in fact, be too many slices at once. Yes, this whole cake is for you, but maybe sit by and let things pass, let things come to you. Because, again, this can be you at an indecision at a standstill and not making a choice, but this can also be you just allowing things to happen. Not making a choice is, in a way, making a choice. Allowing the universe to move and flow and pass through as it wants to pass through and as it is passing through, rather than you attempting to force it, is a form of action. And that going with your temperance, because temperance, it's duality, it's also holding something. In this case, she's not even holding two swords, because this is a 2 of bats. So the bats are just kind of floating. So you don't even have to have anything in your hands. That's actually how they want you to be. They want you to be empty-handed, not because they want you to have nothing, but because they want to give you something. And they can't hand you something if your hands are full. And the thing that they're handing you, they've worked hard to get it to you. In perfecting it, it took time. In getting it right, it took a moment, it took motion. I'm hearing you are not the only piece to this puzzle. So other things had to be moved, other people had to move. What's this? That being, we're not taking this in reversals, but that being in reverse, going on to the 6 of Pentacles, your future is this 9 of Pumpkins, which is, 9 of Pentacles, single, sexy, successful card, everything amazing, being drawn to this little owl. Usually that's a falcon. Being drawn to that guy. Again, a lot of pentacles, a lot of pumpkins, a lot of earth, a lot of motion. Maybe you yourself, maybe Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo are significant to you in some way. I'm filming this in Capricorn season. But no, that being in reverse is not having those things. But once this downpour comes onto you, once this windfall reaches, once you have gathered all the pieces of the Infinity Stone, you are inevitable. You see that glove holding that little falcon? See? You're inevitable. Your success is inevitable. You winning is inevitable. You receiving everything that you're supposed to receive is inevitable. But it's not instantaneous, and it's not on any type of timing that you can comprehend. Don't fight me, fight the Monkey King. Don't fight me, fight the Monkey King. Sweet. So you're being asked to just do you and do what you're doing, and to know that you are receiving, you're just not receiving at a rate that you find acceptable is the word I'm going to use. You're not receiving at a rate that you find manageable is popping up, which I find that fascinating, because there's nothing for you to manage. So how would you know if it was manageable or not? Scorpio is significant. 6 is significant. Maybe someone has Scorpio Virgo placements. Maybe something happened between Scorpio Virgo season. Okay. So it's pretty straight to the point. It's like, hey, you're doing great. You're doing amazing. Healing takes time. Oh, that's that. You can't rush your healing. Just flow through it. Okay. Okay. I'm picking up what's being put down now. Hi, Winona. We're going to get to your charms, I promise. She's been wanting to do charms for so long. But you can't rush through your healing. You can't rush through your abundance. You can't speed run this. I'm hearing he's like, I don't want you to miss anything. I got 5 sacks for you, and you're running and you want to do things so quickly. You only have 2 hands, so you got 2 sacks in your hand, and then you can manage to balance a 3rd one on top. Like you got, like, what is it? You got 2 sacks. Thank you, Grateful Monkey. You got 2 hands, and you can hold stuff in these 2 hands, and then you can like get a 3rd one in. You're holding this, and you're like, okay, thank you, bye. And he's sitting there with the 2 extra sacks, and he's like, that's not even all your stuff. You were supposed to get everything, you were supposed to come and get everything you came for, and you walked away. Like, yeah, you walked away with the majority of what you came for, but you should have walked away with all of it. Like, if you'd have just waited a moment, the Knight of Pumpkins with your chariot was just pulling up. Like, he was down to block. And we was going to load your stuff in there and take it to where you're going. But since you're already down the road and you're running, we don't know where to take the chariot. So your 2 things are just going to be here. So he said he don't want you to miss out. That's really his biggest thing. He doesn't want you to miss out. It's charm time, guys. Let's see what Winona what the foxes would like to add to this monkey Monday. Okay. It's gonna get a little noisy. Giving a warning for my headphone people. Oh, am I gonna have to put my hand in this? I think there's sharp stuff in here. Screw it, we ball. Oh, I'm trying to get me. Okay. Boom. Oh, and then you want to go, and then that wants to be there. Okay. That was loud. A pinnacle. See? Abundance. Y'all is meant to be abundant. I have to tell you what. Y'all's is meant to be abundant. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. Says the person with the accent. And T-Way, let's go ahead and see what wisdoms Winona has for you. I can't place her in like two. Give me a second. Where's their mushroom? I'm sorry, I'm putting stuff in weird places. Maybe you're putting stuff in weird places. I see elk. Someone's protected. Let's go ahead and let's hit it up. Okay, let's see what you have. There you go. You can see Winona. Awesome. Let's see what you have. Again, pentacles. You got a lot of pentacles. I want to say pennies. You got a lot of pentacles. You got a lot of shmoney coming through. J might be important. Jaha. Maybe your name starts with a J. Maybe someone is J. I'm hearing jackpot. Jack of all trades. Like you got it. Christmas tree truck. Maybe red trucks are significant. Maybe you drive a red truck. Maybe you have memories. Maybe you're watching this during Christmas time. This is that delivery. This is the truck you were supposed to be waiting on. Wait a minute. Remember when I said, like, oh, you're running off with all the stuff, but the Knight of Pentacles, if you'd have waited but a moment, the Knight of Pentacles was pulling up with your chariot, aka the truck, to bring your stuff. Because it's usually like a pine or a fir tree. That's prosperity. That is growth. That is resilience. That's money. That's money. There's a whole lot of money on this table. Is also what I'm seeing. It's so much. I'm sensing a level of money that would be like, not even just money. It's an influx. There's something you've been waiting on that's coming to you. But if it were to just show up right now in the fullness of what it is, it'd mess up your whole nervous system. Because it's here. Ooh. Okay, so that is an angelite bead inside of a little skeleton. So I'm hearing your guides want to talk to you, or you just need to like go within. This is calling to me some meditation. Higher thinking is what is being encouraged here. This is that ocean. See this little piece of coral, little piece of sea rock. This is that ocean imagery, that energy Leviathan comes through. Oh man, I was hoping that my incense wasn't, whatever. We got another skeleton, another skull. This is actually one of, oh. Flying away. This is actually one of my little fairy vessels. Maybe you and the fairies have a deal. What's your dice say? 7. That's luck. 777. Jackpot. Success. Sand dollars. There's a whole abundance of money. Abundance of money. Ocean. Rabbits. That's luck. That's fortune. That's the moon. Something you're not going to see. Something you're not going to anticipate. Psyche would like to have a word. Or maybe you need to go within your psyche. Got a lot of skulls, a lot of heads. The fact that that skull had the angelite bead in it. It's something you don't have to be scared of. What's coming up, you do not have to be afraid of it. It is something to have fear for. It is something to respect. But you don't got to be afraid of it. That's chainsaw spirit, baby. Like, yeah, people are less afraid of it now, but it doesn't make a chainsaw less dangerous than it was. I wonder if there was an influx. Maybe someone likes Chainsaw Massacre. Maybe someone, is it Bubba? I don't know if it's Bubba or another character on Death by Daylight. Someone likes some of those character profiles. Wings. angelic help, angelic host, and then we got cat. Is that a cat? I wanted that to be a cat, but that's a wolf. That's a wolf. I said something about the moon. The moon. Oh, I didn't realize the moon card was also just down here. You got 2 coins. Now I'm just kind of picking through. I'll slow down. The wolf is protection, but this wolf is specifically howling. I'm seeing Romulus and Rumulus. Maybe Rome is significant to you. Lions. Is it the Lion of Marcus? Or it's the one. It was 1, 2, 3 on my timer. But this is like help, guidance, and like this moon has a black cat in it. Black cats are protection. So maybe animal companions are significant. Maybe you have a pet bunny. Maybe you live in an area where you have a lot of bunnies. Maybe the bunny is your favorite animal. Maybe wolves, maybe dogs are your favorite animal. White dogs are coming through again. Maybe you just fed your rabbit some bananas. Maybe June is a significant month for you. Junie, because I have Junie here twice. Both of these is named Junie. So they're here twice. Maybe New Jersey is significant to you. NJ, Namjoon. But no, you got a lot of protection, a lot of care, a lot of companionship. Maybe some of these companions have crossed the Rainbow Bridge. That's been popping up a good bit. Like I believe I see a ferret. Specifically, I see a ferret. So either you have a ferret or you had a ferret. Either way, they're still around if they are no longer here in the corporal. Snacks. This is like a little wafer chocolate thingy. So like snacks, taking a break, relaxing. This is indulgence to me. So maybe it's a call to salted caramel, chocolate snacks. Because you're going through, okay, so snacks are important. You're going through healing, you're going through transformation, you're going through change. Be kind to yourself, take care of yourself. You are hurting, acknowledge that you are hurting, and don't just acknowledge you are hurting, be kind to you. Bells, this is angelic help, this is angelic host. Sorry, let me. There, that cleared the demons. But this angelic help, this angelic host, this goes back to like, remember when I was like, hey, the angels, speak to your angels, talk to your angels. Some people, whenever they talk about like, there are people who, whenever they have accounts of speaking with angels, I'll use Saint Michael as an example. I'll use Archangel Saint Michael as an example. There are people who often report that he will speak to them in bells. Same for Gabriel and a few others. Gabriel's a little nicer because Gabriel will at least like translate the bells for you. Michael, you just know what he's saying, but he's speaking it in bells. Shells again. The ocean. Ooh, there's a piece of something in this. Let me not break my stuff. Maybe you're, fiddling with stuff I shouldn't be fiddling with. I'm just supposed to be reading the message. I'm over here trying to fiddle with things. Spiral, it's coming in. It's giving me geometry, like natural geometry. Maybe someone likes snails. Someone's a big fan of shells. Maybe someone likes mollusks. Maybe mollusks are a thing. Sea cucumbers. Yeah, bro, you're protected. That's a chicken foot. You good. That's a chicken foot. Maybe you just had some pickled chicken feet. Or maybe some pickled pig's feet. Maybe you know somebody who enjoys those things. Maybe you could never. That's actually a lot of people. Maybe I'm seeing specifically like pickled eggs. Maybe pickled eggs. Maybe you just went down to your local country store. Number 5. Whatever your country. Ooh. Whatever your country store number 5 is. Mine growing up was like Kelly number 7 down the road from my grandma's house down in Florida. Okay. Rolled that. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's a not. No, Winona, you're a firefox, but please don't. Fire is significant. Maybe somebody doing too much. Again, 9. You're almost finished. This is what. It's the final push, and the final push is you're getting out those last pieces. The hardest part of cleaning a room isn't the beginning when you've got all this big stuff. It's when you're at the very end and you're down to like knickknacks and stray random little pieces that don't necessarily have a home, but you can't really throw them away because they actually have use or some type of value to you. You're at that part of your healing. That's why you can't rush it. You got to find a place for your things, like all my little charms. A lot of these charms that I have in this charm box are literally like just old stuff I had. This was a ring. This was a necklace. This was a keychain, and then so on and so forth. This is actually a gauge of mine. Maybe someone's getting engaged. Maybe someone's name is Gage. Maybe you are gauging a situation. Maybe you're gauging too much situation. 888 is significant to someone. Vash the Stampede. I'm hearing someone putting their nose places where they don't need to. You have everything you need. Knives Out is significant. Trigun is important to somebody. A bow. I'm seeing Minnie Mouse. What is it? She has like a little show where it's like she has a bow boutique or something, but this purple puts me in the mind of Daisy. You need to go hang out with your friend, chill. Maybe you own a business, maybe you and your friend like to go shopping, maybe you you're thought of highly. There's a gift, someone's thinking of you, but this is like this is more like a hair bow. So hair bow, someone's thinking about you. And then we got like a little street light. Maybe you take night walks. I don't know what song has street. There's someone, someone's trying to tell me a song, and I got no clue. Street lights. Na, 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 na. I gotta find it because I think it's the Adele song, but that's not. Is it Red Lights? It's a song about like, it's like I finally got my license, so I drove past your house. Oh, driver's license. Oh, that's why do I want that to be Adele? It's because I don't actually know who sings the song originally, because that's not the version I listened to. Okay, well, this is a song that he wanted me to show you. This is not the version that I listened to, though, but, you know, driver's license, Olivia Rodrigo, that's for somebody. No clue why. It's related to this streetlight. Sweet. Oh, yep. And then we got elk here. Protection. I'm hearing handcrafted protection. This looks a little like tree, like a tree type situation where these are the roots and then they made like leaves type stuff. Ah! Maybe your family emblem is a birch. Maybe you have a family emblem crest. Maybe you know about that. Maybe where you work, that is its emblem. Maybe the state, country, city, town, wherever you're from, the tree, whatever the national tree for your area is significant. But, you know, let me go ahead and clean this up. And that's all clean. So, gonna go ahead, gonna pull. Oh gosh, she said stay on your defenses. Let's chill. I didn't ask for that yet. I didn't even ask a question. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and close out our lovely, lovely guests, and we're just going to ask the great sage equal only to heaven what's a bit of advice, what's some closing information that he wants you to have. Someone needs to go eat a sandwich, make bread. Someone wants to make bread, baking bread, breaking bread. Breaking Bad is significant. He wants you to cut ties. He keeps making the song Look What You Made Me Do play in my head. He wants you to cut your ties with control and wanting to control things. He wants you to embrace your temperance angel. He wants you to embrace the things that you can control, which is the process of healing that you are currently going through. You literally have enough on your plate. Let the rest of us do our share of the work as well. And then at the bottom of the deck, mindfulness. Yeah, some meditation, some thought. He really just wants you to Just Dance was literally the first channel that he gave me for this Monkey Monday message. So maybe get out there, just dance. Maybe you like Lady Gaga. Maybe you Vogue. Maybe you're in the ballroom scene. Maybe you just like moving your body, getting out there, vibing and chilling. He wants you to do that. Remember, literally the last message he gave was open your hips. Remember, trauma is stored in the hips. There are, in the spiritual life, there are somatic things that we can do. Remember, at the end of the day, you are the conduit of magic. Any type of things that are done, any manifestation, any healing, any work, you are the conduit just in yourselves, like me. Oh, and he's saying we're good. He's saying just cut it. Either way, take away the rings, take away the cards, take away all this. I can still do all this channeling and all this reading, but I don't forsake the tools that help make it easier for me so that I can do this for longer. But really, you got amazing and great things. There are amazing and great things currently coming to you. You do not feel like they are coming to you at a rate that they should. However, they absolutely are, because as Sun Wukong has informed me, your team does not want to overwhelm you. They don't want to overwhelm you. You're going through a lot. They're building your coffers up one pinnacle at a time. And trust me, there's a lot of pinnacles. Okay? So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to close it up there. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go ahead and, ooh, my gauntlet's trying to come off. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sweep you up a little bit, knock off some of those energies. That was a very good read. And I hope that you really take what the great sage, advice the great sage has for you. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. Ooh, Lily of the Valley is significant. This is the first time I've smelt this incense this whole time. And I know I was waving it towards me, but this is the first time I've like smelt the incense. So Lily of the Valley is significant. What's that scripture? So I walk through, though I may walk through the valley of the death, I fear no evil, for he is my rod and he is my staff, he is my correction, he is my help. That's for somebody. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to disconnect us. And I hope that you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by the tent. Bye. This was supposed to be a minimal editing video. I don't think that this is going to be minimal editing. I'm doing too much. And I be getting on Collective. And I be getting on our lovely, lovely guests about that. Who better to deliver a message about doing too much than somebody who exactly does too much? You get it. Bye.